is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Rolling to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. For the point after. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Keeps himself upright. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Mahomes on the keeper.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
16 yards, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders, nothing.
The Chiefs off in this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 64 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our player spotlight. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his...
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Throwing now is Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Raiders.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
4-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 23 yards, the final tally.
4 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Raider first down.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Carr. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Third down. And 3 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Under pressure, they got him again. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With the score, Chiefs 35.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Is that it?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, the second down throw on target. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Carr. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Las Vegas.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
Carr's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On first down, Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike.
From the gun, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Raider first down.
Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The Raider ball
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And the Las Vegas.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw again. Carr over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Carr to throw again. His pass caught at the 4.
Carr's pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of...
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfro with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at at their own.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play fake. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
What was that, man?
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, didn't. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. The celebration, we'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure? The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Carr now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16. On the year. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Today's final score.
Charles, it's 1.